At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Service FM Stadium for the final match of round 11 in the Apex Steel WNPL South Australia Football SA versus Modbury Vista, a match originally scheduled for 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon just gone, but due to the weather, which seems to have continued right up until now on Monday night, is the reason why it was rescheduled. So we do play it here for this evening's fixture on the back pitch at Service FM Stadium. I'm your commentator, Seb O'Neill. It's lovely to have your company for this evening football. We'll go through the starting lineups for both sides. You would have seen them on screen a moment ago, but we'll just recap going through the both of those. For Football SA, number 2, Lucy Wicks. Number 3, Tegan Mihailov. Number 8, Ava G. Number 11, Sophie Tarasenko. Number 12, Michaela Holdcroft. Number 14, Ruby King. Number 15, Alicia Gray. Number 16, Eleanor Vega. Number 23, Daisy Drawwater. And number 52, Maeve Nicholas, with number 93, Emily Miller, in between the sticks. As you see, the two captains undergoing the coin toss with our referees in the middle, Mark Jennings, the assistant referees, Beckett Limeref and Mia Ann Davies. The captain of Modbury Vista, Ella Smith. For the away side, which we'll go through now. In goals, number 1, Abby Lucas. Number 3, Abby Touchette. Number 4, Emily Gale. Number 5, Ella Smith. Number 8, Inez Ferreira. Number 11, Georgia Dearden. Number 13, Vanessa Reid. Number 14, Ariana Mondiri. Number 20, Tia Shanakis. Number 23, Mina Nishitani. And number 29, India Kuzna for the away side tonight. As you can see, as I said, the rain and the weather hasn't gotten any better from Saturday. It's about 16 degrees in Adelaide, with the rain seemingly not looking to end. Has been a while in action for these two sides. Modbury Vista have had to wait that little bit longer. Of course, they were a part of that Cup semi-finals up at Mount Barker, in which they did lose to West Adelaide 8-1. Football SA as well, they had the week off due to not being involved in those Cup semis. Their last game, a 2-1 win. A 1-0 loss to West Boroughs-Brocala. Modbury Vista's last league game was a 2-1 win against Flinders United. But we're all ready to kick off here again for the final match of this round. Round 11. It will be Football SA to get us started and kick off in this final match. Drawwater gets dispossessed by Nishani, but just immediately won back by Michaela Holdcroft. It's a nice ball looking out wide. Already Football SA just looking for that early inroads forward. Cleared away by Emily Gale for the first throw-in of the match. Flag goes up and it'll be another throw. Now the battle in midfield, which is won by Mondiri, is bowled over in midfield and wins the free kick too. This match now having the pleasantry of now knowing what the rest of the matches have unfolded across the weekend. West Adelaide with a 3-1 win over Adelaide Comets on Friday. Salisbury Inter with a huge win over over Metro Stars, on this same pitch, 7-1. Adelaide Uni as well here, 7-0 over Flinders. And then Campbelltown City with a big win against West Torrens Brocala. Salisbury Inter now in second place with their huge result as Abby Lucas looks to launch it long. Only headed back away. down. Modbury, Ferreira though. Advantage played. Ferreira trying to spot Miller off her line. But not enough on it to challenge the Tasmanian goalkeeper, formerly of Launceston City, also a junior Matilda, is Emily Miller, announced as a part of the Adelaide United squad for their A-League Women campaign. As here, Football SA pass just has a bit too much in front of it for Ava G. But the flag goes up on the far side anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Modbury Vista currently sitting 8th in the Apex Steel WNPL, 3 points clear of Metro Stars, but can go equal on points with Adelaide Uni in 7th, and obviously have a 6-point gap to Metro Stars in that relegation playoff place. Football SA, they're equal on points with Campbelltown, although Football SA in 6th due to a worse goal difference, so a 3-0 win at least for Football SA could put them into 5th place as they attack forward here. The ball comes in. Only goes past, but they continue on here as the ball comes in from draw water at the back post. Not connected towards goal well enough. And a first opportunity for Football SA. Long from the goal kick. Header upwards from Modbury. Reed tries to keep it down. Pinballing in midfield and bouncing about until Vista can get it under their control. Back by Shinakis. Crossed by Touche. Now down the wing. Won't reach another player in white tonight. Modbury Vista in their away kit. Another opportunity to be spotted off her line here, but Emily Miller more than aware. And up to it. Again. Rolls out of play. Taken down by Kuzna, her second start of the season. Player who's come through Modbury Vista from their community teams as well, up to the WSL and now WNPL. Great. Exchanging passes. The pass from Ruby King there didn't make its way through to a teammate. Back to Abby Lucas. The rain is really coming down here at Jepp's Cross. Has been the case all day, just about all around Adelaide. See plenty of umbrellas around the pitch from watchers on. Vista with the ball in possession at the back, but it's lost. Able to almost play their way out of it. Alicia Gray with it. Ruby King couldn't get past. Now Nishitani trying to sweep up. She goes back to Abby Lucas. Down the wing. Just trying to find a foothold on the ball there. Will be Football SA's throw. Another throw. Only the 4th match all time played between these two in the league. Played each other back in round 1. That was Modbury Vista's first point of the campaign, in which Caitlin Williams, top goal scorer from the WSL last year, got the opener. Not involved tonight. Scored 23 in 21 matches last year. Had 3 in her 9 this year, but not available tonight as here comes Modbury, their current top goal scorer with 6. Dearden. Nishitani. Unable to spray it out wide and is dispossessed. Making their way down that far side, gets past one, but the touch is too much and it goes out of play. The other fixture between these two was the final round of that 2022 season, Modbury Vista's only other previous top flight campaign, which they lost 6-2 to Football SA on the final night. Wasn't enough to almost keep them up as here comes Football SA building something here, trying to find something on goal, but the strike not powerful enough for Abby Lucas to really be challenged. The first ever meeting finishing 5-0 the way of Football SA. Here comes Modbury down the right, has Daisy Drawater right next to her. That ball comes in from Kuzna. And that will roll and make Emily Miller have to chase it down. Pitch does seem to have held up well from the rain, as you would expect from a facility such as this here in Jepp's Cross. Still had the matches played on it on Sunday, as that's a loose pass. Able to be kept again. Miller goes long. Ava G to touch it down. Nothing too clean though, and she gets ball over and concedes the throw. Force back was Holdcroft and was under slight pressure, and still Football SA just trying to make their way out of it. That's a risky pass and nearly doesn't come through, but they regain it. That's a nice ball. Ruby King doesn't have too many options, putting in an early ball. Abby Lucas needing to come first, unable to. She's caught at the byline, and that will go out for a corner. A goal kick, sorry. Not to harp on about it, but the rain only getting stronger, I think. Some players might prefer it to others, but I'm not sure other players right now are feeling cold conditions, wet conditions. Football SA come again. It's cleared. Cross now with Alicia Gray. Good defensive work there. Back by Shanakis. Lucas with a pass in field. Didn't reach a teammate. Alicia Gray again. A New Zealand Youth International is Alicia Gray at under 16s. Junior also of Adelaide University. Shanakis taking this throw. And that one is out of the fence. Abby Lucas getting plenty of touches of the football early on in this one. It's a poor pass from Tia Shanakis. Vista want to bounce back after that big defeat in the semi-final. Big result for them to get to the semi-final in the first place, but the way in which they went out to West Adelaide, I'm sure they won't be too happy with. Still very much with a chance to stay up in the WNPL. They've had their first 2 wins against Uni and Flinders in the last 6 weeks. Although both of those coming at New Spot Stadium, they're yet to win away from their home ground. So definitely a big opportunity to get some away form against this young Football SA side. Won't be easy though. We have seen some of the results that they've put up this campaign already. Football SA, 4 wins and 2 draws under their belt in the opening 10 matches. Sorry. They also missing Marley Donsberg, one of their equal top goal scorers with 3 alongside Daisy Drawater and Ruby King. So both sides missing their leading ladies. That one just put out of harm's way by Abby Touche to relieve pressure, at least for the moment. Goes down under pressure, but nothing bad in the eyes of the referee. Possession coughed up there. Another pressure relief clearance there. Just with a fairly decent record at Jeps Cross this year. Only the 1 loss, which came against Salisbury Inter in round 5. 2 draws and yet to win from 3 matches here. Inter now, of course, sits second. Ruby King knew she was offside there, couldn't touch the ball. That one, I think, cleared onto the back pitch. Also with a game going on, I think that one's on at half time. So no one to easily retrieve the ball maybe as it rolled down that hill. Lucas goes short first time. Was a forced pass, you think. Shinakis back to Lucas. And the ball upfield, chased down Emily Miller to clear. Bounces out of play. It's a nice pass from Daisy Drawater there. Just touching it inside. Junior of both Salisbury Inter and Adelaide Uni. Here she's on the ball. Here's Drawater, one of their equal top goal scorers with 3. Both have scored a similar amount of goals this season. Football SA having scored 14 and Vista with 16, but Vista have let quite a few more in. 25 goals against them to Football SA 17. But still, about whether or not you can get more goals than the other team on the day, as we saw from the Socceroos yesterday. This is throw. Nishitani. Ferreira gets a deflection and it's bouncing. Gets cleaner possession of it. Mondiri to go and retrieve that loose ball. Mondiri goes to her back line. Gale. Now Smith. Loses the ball. And now FA look to counter. Has two options in front of her if she does wish to use them. Puts in the cross, but nice back-footed clearance there. Ferreira wins the header, and Mondiri maybe now has the pace. Needs the strength too to get past Mondiri's on here. Ariana Mondiri, it's a good save from Amelie Miller. And then the second, the follow-up, just whistling wide of that post. It will be a corner, but a first great chance of the half for Modbury Vista through their leading goal scorer in Ariana Mondiri. Joined from Creighton University last year, where she was their top goal scorer in the NCAA with 8 goals, sorry, and 3 assists. Mina Nishitani on this corner. One of her greatest strengths, as we've come to know over the years, has Georgia Dearden as a possible close option to her left. And I think she will whip this one in. Sand swinging at the front post. None claimed by anything. Mondiri on the ground. Clear it only as far as Dearden. Put back in. Nishitani. Lofts in across. Just putting the pressure on the edge of the area here. Ferreira. Ball comes in. And Amelie Miller might have just snuck into her front post if she hadn't gone for the save there. So a smart move to push it out and force the corner. Didn't. Puts in a cross of her own. Just evades any teammates and also players in red. All now on that far side with Football SA. Trying to build themselves into an attack. That's a nice through ball here, and she's onside. If she can put it past, and she does. The flag doesn't go up, and it's a first goal for Football SA. Finish from Ava G, I believe. Well taken. Maybe just against the run of play. Modbury Vista have been piling on the pressure for the past few moments. But nonetheless, a good counter-attack, and it's 1-0 to the home side. Nearly a quarter of the way through the half. Ishitani on kickoff for Modbury Vista as they find themselves a goal down. Conceded the first goal for the past 3 weeks now. Haven't scored first since that win against Adelaide Uni. And that way it will continue on. Or even including that cup game, it's been 4 weeks since they've scored first in a match. Avaji did get the goal scoring underway early against Metro Stars back in round 6 and what was a 3-0 win at TK Shutter. But here come Vista again. Nishitani just seeing what she can do from distance. Short goal kick taken. G. And now goal scorer in this one. Taken down fairly. That's a ball pass into midfield. Well found. She can keep it in play, in which she does. Alicia Gray has the in-runner in front of her. Pass just a bit too much in front. Will be another throw. Don't seem too comfortable in these positions at the moment, do Modbury Vista. Might get a reprieve with the poor throw there. We'll get another. That's better. At the touch. Unable to be kept in. Throw looks for Mondiri down the line. Will be another throw. Poking that one out. Tarasenko will let it go back towards Abby Lucas. And Emily Miller, sorry. Getting my goalkeepers mixed around. Strong connection there from Shinakis. Kuzna trying to put it through for Nishitani, but good work by Mondiri to win it back from the forward line. Shitani. King got there first, and now it's through again for Ava G on this wing. It's a nice ball placed in front, too much weight on it though. And maybe just not enough curl to bend it in front of that back line. Kuzna let it go past her for Miranda Mondiri. No foul in that. Mondiri continues on. Ball to the edge of the box here. Finds Dearden. Maybe just thought about trying her luck. Smith to put the ball in first time, but straight to Emily Miller. Kuzna. Now Ava G. Pass from Ruby King. Is misplaced but then retrieved. Goes over the top. That's a well-found ball. She can get it past the touch, just missing. Unfortunate there. Thank you again for joining us on this Monday night for the final match in round 11 of the Apex Steel NPLSA. It's a rescheduled clash due to the weather, which hasn't gotten that much better from Saturday afternoon. Mondiri from Shinakis, and that's a nice turn from Mondiri. Her touch just loose. G to just put it upwards to keep it in play. We'll get it back again. Some real battles. Dearden puts in a challenge and does win it. Final touch comes off Football SA and will be a throw. Now, here they come again, looking for that second. The cross in does eventually find an option. draw water. Gets enough of a touch there to prevent the cross from being clean. Trying to build something here. That's well done in there by Nishitani just to intercept. That by Smith. Takes the touch pass and has space to run into. Has two runners in on the box. Might even go on herself here. That's a good touch in. And it's a tap in the end. But if she hadn't have tapped it in, maybe it might have counted. Offside flag goes up. That one certainly needing a second look as to whether Ruby King needed to touch that one in. Maybe just save there slightly, Modbury Vista. We're caught out once again with the pace down the wings of Football SA. Miller, happy to just pick the ball up. Just over half an hour in now, as there's another through ball which falls kindly. Lucas happy to stay back on her line, but the shot will come in. The save is there, and it's enough to prevent it just dipping in. Will still be a corner, but Abby Lucas having to do some work there. Warner comes in, the header. It found a head, but there wasn't enough accuracy to it. Does go wide. Abby Lucas, former part of Football SA herself, joined from Adelaide City last season in their relegation campaign. Now doing well in the WSL. Adelaide City currently sitting top of that division, looking to bounce right back up. Nice tight passes played here as they build through once again. Some nice touches from Ava G and puts the ball through very nicely. The flag does go up though. That was some great work by Ava G. You saw those stats a moment ago. Modbury Vista have had the more shots, but it's been equal on target. FSA leading through an Ava G goal. If you're only just joining us tonight, they come through again. Through G. Just getting herself in the way there, Tia Shanakis. Thrown for Vista. Final touch came off. Yeah, Football SA, so another Vista throw. Upwards by G. And a bit of a muddle in midfield. Here's Maeve Nicholas. Oldcroft finds Raw in close proximity. Now out wide to Alicia Gray. Swings in the cross on her left boot, but only towards Abby Lucas. She goes long. And Ferreira trying to judge the bounce now. Nishitani getting it under control from. It's a loose ball there. Can't afford to be making mistakes, especially a goal down. Gray taking the throw. Looks down the wing. Stays in play. Ball comes in. Across the ground, Abby Lucas. Capturing very quickly and unleashing the same. Didn't. Doesn't go for her. Instead, lets it go past, but now conceding a throw. Battling back to keep it. Unable to do so. It's a first time cross in, just a bit rushed. With no real options ready or waiting in the box. One goes down. Composed. Football SA as they try and manufacture something. Get a throw. Chitani just dropping to receive. Received by Ferreira. Monderia making the run in front of her, doesn't decide to use her. Chitani. Shanakis was caught in possession. This is FSA's 8th match at Jeps Cross. We'll pause on that thought for the moment as they play a ball in forward. Kuzna. Nishitani. And some good passing there. Ferreira, Mondiri in front of her, but the pass misplaced from the Portuguese midfielder. That'll be the Frenchwoman, Mondiri, to try and make something herself. Mondiri again receives, trying to find Mina Nishitani. Yeah, this FSA's 8th game at Jeps Cross this year. Lost 3, drawn 2 and 1-2 from the previous 7. Two wins coming against Burkalla. That's being one of them. Less than 10 minutes to go until half time. FSA leading this second fixture, unlike the previous meeting in which Caitlin Williams scored around about this time to put Vista 1-0 up in the first round. Vista now looking to do the opposite of that and get one back. Lucas spraying out to the left. Smith. Modbury couldn't turn there. Ball over the top. Lucas to touch it down and again sprayed it out wide to our captain. Didn't. The pass didn't connect, but kindly still kept for her. Smith. Back to Dearden. On her right boot, tries to find it. Wasn't a bad effort regardless it was a cross or a shot, but off target nonetheless. Rain still continuing here. I'm just having a look at the weather. It doesn't seem like it will be stopping for as long as this match is being played. Here's G. Again, trying to find that through ball, and they had numbers on here. Offside. Flag goes up very quickly in that instance. Yeah, just looking at the weather, the rain apparently isn't scheduled to stop until about 7:30 on Thursday in the morning. So, certainly shows the type of rainfall we're getting at the moment. Here come Vista. Modbury at the byline. Tries to find the cutback. Might do so. Nishitani sliding in to try and receive. And get something goalward, but just find themselves second to it. Come again down the left. Modbury at that byline, tries to cut it back. Ferreira looking first time, but the strike is missed. Two chances within moments of each other. Just collapsing at the final hurdle. FSA's turn now to try and punish Vista's mistakes. That was well held and well done there as this ball comes in. It's bouncing. It's unable to find any real connection between anyone. And at the back, Abby Lucas has it go through her legs, but is able to dive down onto the ball and prevent any final touches from players in red. Ishitani. Of course, joining from Salisbury Inter last year. 3-time grand final winner. Also formerly of West Adelaide as well. Been here for many years now. Player down. Few shouts of a foul, but referee Mark Jennings seeing nothing in it. Didn't. Had a player in front of her there. Still managed to get a pass through. Now having to chase this one down. Modbury, not long before half time now. Didn't. Has her captain Smith to her left and does use her on her left boot. Swings the ball in. Clearance is nothing too clean. Didn't. Claims of a handball by Modbury Vista. Again, nothing seen by our refereeing staff. Long ball this time. Chasing this one down. 3 back for Vista. A first-time cross coming in, Abby Lucas. Again, doesn't threaten her. Only 23, but plenty of experience at senior level. And with Adelaide City the past few years. Modbury didn't. Just putting that one through for Modbury, who's now fairly wide on the left wing. Touch, stays in play. Again, a cutback. Seems to be their way forward, Modbury Vista. They've had 3 now, including that one, just yet to make any of them stick. It's a wobbly back line there. Shanakis, as the rain starts to come down even more heavier than before. That was enough of a touch there, but that one not so. Reed now just trying to put under pressure. Ava G takes the touch past Shanakis, and on forward goes Ava G. Finds the ball back in the centre. The ball's there at the back post, and it just goes wide. Great build-up there from Football SA. But again, unable to make an attack count. There could have been plenty more goals in this half. But both sides, except for one instance in Ava G's case, just lacking that final killer instinct. Into added time now, and at the discretion of our referee, Mark Jennings. Goal kick only towards a Football SA player. Vista to play at the back for perhaps a final attack of the half. That one over the top. Not to anyone in particular. That is where we find ourselves at the end of the first 45 minutes. Football SA 1-0 up, courtesy of a finish of Ava G's boot. Vista with chances, yet to make any of them count. Same for Football SA. But game certainly still in the balance. Neither side have looked particularly bad tonight. An even playing field on this Monday night here at Jeps Cross. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more after this short break, but half-time here at Service FM Stadium. It's Football SA 1, Modbury Vista 0.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
G'day, Hamish here, reminding you everyone has a right to get home safe. There's no text, lost snack, backseat argument or hair emergency that's worth taking your eyes off the road for a moment. This is going to sound crazy, but not even a French fry. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and choose not to drive when you're tired, upset or under the influence. Pull over if you need to. And why not take a sec to pledge to drive so others survive? But again, later, when you get home.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
With RAA, proud sponsors of the RAA NPLSA, as Christoph Panendas wins that header. Here's Tabaris. It's a touch, but eventually cleared by Vidmar. And French hits it again! French with the volley that Harpers could not save. Simon finds Mullen. Mullen hits one from distance, and it's in! Mullen with a screamer! Absolute worldie from Mullen.
Goal of the week for sure.
Who has probably just gone and won the game for Playford in the 92nd minute.
Irabona, and it's in the bottom right corner. Captain Fantastic Aladdin Irabona puts his side ahead late in this clash, and they're on their way to 3 points for the first time this season. You didn't know which way it was going to go, who was going to take it, but you knew the final action was going to be the ball in the...
Just trying to calm things down at the moment after that. Lapse in concentration. Ball over the top here for Stam. Will get there first. Will Riley Stam, and he'll chip in brilliantly. At the club of his youth, Riley Stam scoring the first in this one. And what a finish.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining, and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Still in the box, and it's another goal!
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level. And with a better level, there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player, technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Welcome back for the second half here at Service FM Stadium for your Monday Night Football. Football SA leading Modbury Vista 1-0 after the first 45 minutes through Ava G in the 21st minute. Nice through ball for her to finish is where we start this second half. Looks like there has been a change for Modbury Vista. Amelia Ingham has come on. At fullback, here she is looking to defend the ball. That's enough of a touch to make it a throw instead of a corner. With this result, Football SA now go to 5th in front of Campbelltown City, so they just drop out of the finals places. Football SA just jump into them. Nicholas. I think that was a shot on goal there, but wide of the mark. They've had chances, Modbury Vista, as they play out from the back here. Their main way of, well, their main approach in which they've gotten their chances has been looking to just go right to that byline and look for the cutback, in which Football SA hadn't dealt with on at least 3 occasions from memory in that first half. That's a short one and a risky one there from Emily Miller, but she does well to get it out and almost launches an attack. Didn't. Trying to win that ball. That one will roll out for a throw. Throw in immediately. Just about goes out of play. It might not even have went in play at all. I don't think it did. I'll get another throw. Comes off Ingham. Nishitani now. So it looks like Sophie Leszczynski has come on at the back as well for Modbury Vista. That's what I've spotted for now. Vega looking to exchange passes, but can't complete the 1-2. I'll start again. Nice touch pass. Ingham couldn't win the ball fairly, so Falder concedes a free kick. Dead ball for Vista to deal with. In by King. Towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but just didn't really have the power or drive to make something of it. Oh, touch comes off Mondiri there for a Football SA throw. King. Now is Mihailov. Trying to poke it through the legs there was Elena Vega. Happy to get a bit tricky. Didn't work on that time. Throw-in goes forward, and a few errant touches leaves them continuing on now with a corner. Comes in. Just inside the box. Gets the better. Does Kuzna. Still going. Didn't. Gets her pass wide. Mondiri chasing it down. Finds a cross. Nishitani there! It's a good save from Emily Miller. A very good chance of Modbury Vista. Nishitani looking to try and put that final touch goalwards, but just unable to. They're knocking on the door, Vista. Seeing that touch there. Actually, it's another sub as well that's come on at half-time. Daisy Halliday. For her First senior appearance in the WNPL, only had the one senior match this year, and she's trying to make something in the box there. Ball's gone out. Ingham will take this throw. Finds Ness Reed. Was looking to go through two red shirts there. Gale. Noses out. Now Reed. Nisha Tani putting a cross in. Mondiri really putting the burners on to chase that one down, but had numbers behind, did Football SA. Throw in towards the line. Vista still in possession, just losing it there. Blesse's throw. Just under 10 minutes into this second half. Finds it through. Is she offside though? No, play goes on. No, flag does go up in the end. One win in their last 5 Football SA. That was 3-0 against Metro Stars in round 6, and that was a rescheduled game too. Modbury, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 in the league. Battling in midfield. Mondiri, nice turn to retrieve. Puts it through the centre. The final touch doesn't come off, but they continue in possession. Halliday. Again, another good turn. Ingham. Looking to try and drive down this left wing. Her touch takes it off of herself though. Just holding that one to let it go out for the goal kick. High ball for Mondiri to deal with. Here's Mondiri. Looking for a 7th of the season. Turns once. Shoots on the second. Comes off. Nishitani still in the box. Goes back out. Reed. Looking to hit it from distance. They haven't not had opportunities, have Vista. That one's right to Amelie Miller. Can imagine Vista maybe just slightly frustrated at the moment, not taking their opportunities as well as they've come. Reed Doesn't find it clean wide. This is one to chase down. Holds it up. Shouts of offside. Heated. Flag does go up. Well, 10 minutes in, Vista have had more of the chances so far, and they might look to create another again. In the centre here, they head it back towards the centre. Maybe just could have been a bit more selfish there. Dearden was at the back post. She only scored the one goal in the WSL last year, did Georgia Dearden. Former Para Hills Knights and Para Hills United Junior. One of those, a part of Modbury Vista when they were first in the WNPL back in 2022. Still has been with the club through promotion, relegation, and then a few years, unfortunately, for them being stagnant in the WSL before their big promotion last year. Of course, achieving it on the final day, just about. Goal kick. We're back here with Abby Lucas. That one will go out. This is another quick round out of this round 11 in the WNPL. West Adelaide 3-1 winners over Adelaide Comets on Friday night. The only game for the Friday night. Then on Saturday afternoon, Salisbury into a big win over Metro Stars. Metro currently sitting 9th, 5 points clear of Flinders in 10th, but 3 points adrift of Modbury Vista. Vista able to try and increase a gap with either a draw or a win tonight. Uni with a 4-0 win over bottom place Flinders, and Campbelltown 2-0 over Burkalla, which then leaves us with this match still to play in the remaining half an hour or so left. Doesn't get there first. To leg in to win it on the second, though. It does well. Now trying to be kept in on the line. Will continue as Vista's ball as a throw. NPLSA in 5th with this result. 2 points off Comets in fourth, who Vista play next week at New Spot Stadium. That one's put through. Is she offside though? Continues on. Flag stays down. Ball comes back in the middle the first time. Shots! Dipping over the bar. The league itself has averaged just under 4 goals a match in the WNPLSA. This game a bit more cagier, but there could have been more. Ingham taking this throw down the line, but doesn't go directly towards a Vista player in Dearden, but able to be recaptured by the players wearing white. It's a loose pass. Well, they look for the cross. It's low and along the ground, but not to any meaningful advantage. Playing out from the back under pressure. Another one that's poked through, and she does have the pace, maybe, yes. Puts it in. Cleared away across the back line, a risky one there. Will be a throw. It is. First time in from Mahalev. The touchdown is nice. The strike is intercepted. That one from distance, off the bar. A corner. But enough of a touch there from Abby Lucas to prevent a second for Football SA. That was well done. Cross comes in, it's bouncing, and it's in. I'm not quite sure who took the final touch, but that is a second for Football SA. Just about 20 minutes into the second half. Almost a bit of a anti-climax, that goal, as it was just sort of bouncing and then eventually past the line, but Football SA will not mind how the goal goes in as long as it does go in. But now Vista find themselves in a tough position of being 2 goals behind after they've played a good match tonight. Still wanting and needing to fight back, Modbury Vista. They will want to distance themselves from any relegation talk as much as possible, but this isn't helping them as this is a ball in, a first time shot. It's a good save from Abby Lucas once again. She is doing a great job of preventing more. All the umbrellas still out from all those in attendance here tonight as this corner comes in. Dealt with again by Abby Lucas, just palmed away, didn't, just losing the ball. Lucky for her in that time. Does go out. Sliding in to continue that one on. Still going all the way back to Amelie Miller. She'll get it back to the goalkeeper. Football SA building perhaps towards a third. Down the wing. They're threatening. They have pace in behind. Takes the touch back. Finds in the centre for Maeve Nicholas. Only finds it offside there. Shot off target nonetheless. Modbury still battling. Puts the cross in. No, I think just tried keeping it in on that occasion as the ball was going in front of her. Nishitani to take this throw. Substitution for Modbury Vista will be Mina Nishitani to come off as she jumps over the fence to make her way off. And on in her place comes Taylor Fiorita. Formerly having been spent time with Metro United in their reserves and community teams. Just under 20 minutes left. It's been a good watch for you all at home. What has been a very cold and wet night here at Jepp's Cross. It is good football weather, but I'm not sure how much the players will be loving it. Flag goes up. Another offside against Football SA. And we just need to track the line that bit more. That's a lovely turn. Finds the free player. They come down the right. That's well intercepted and taken out. Loose ball in the centre. Mondiri all on her own. Here's Mondery, goes down under pressure, but no penalty, says our referee, Mark Jennings. Still, arguments ongoing as to the outcome of that one. Restarting from a goal kick. Again. Ball comes in, Mondery again, trying to force an issue for NTC at the back. First time, goes long. Won by Ness Reid, that header. Mondery dropping again. She's trying to make something and get something laid on. Frenchwoman goes back in, Mondery. And now Ingham across to Fiorita. That's a nice touch pass. That pass wide of an option. Just past 9:30 local time here in Adelaide. Vista with some quick passing in the forward line. Cross comes across from Mariana Mondery. Here come Football SA again. A first time ball comes in. The final touch is away from goal. Say it again, there could have been plenty more goals for tonight. Through down the middle. Mondery once again. Kept in by Ingham. Mondery under some struggle. Claims that the throw-in should be hers, but referee doesn't agree. Must be another throw. Could this be a third for Football SA? Trying to take the final touch past Lezinski. About 15 minutes left. Deary once again. Really in these late stages, she's trying her hardest to make something. Nicholas goes down. Didn't. Almost caught onto the ball, but managed to get her feet right and make her way out of it. Cross comes in. Modbury doesn't reach the header. Very different season to last, of course, for Modbury Vista. They were used to being the favourites every week and dominating the WSL. Now trying to make strides at the top level of football in South Australia. Hoping to do what Campbelltown did last year and maybe possibly try and sneak in with a good late run at the end of the season, in which, as I said earlier, Campbelltown, a big win over Burkalla this past weekend with a few new signings as well. As that ball is kicked in and a player down, and a booking has been shown. Just needing treatment on the far side. So we take this pause in play. Looks to be all right. Play will restart with a free kick. Play back underway with this free kick right towards Abby Lucas. Goes long with her ball. Bingham, player who joined from Adelaide City's reserve side, playing 15 matches for them last year in the WNPL reserves. Vista, they come again. Battling, putting a ball in. Only towards Emily Miller. Looking and is on track for her second clean sheet of the season. Throw in down the line. In the Vista throw. A break on here for Football SA. Starting to get numbers forward as they get a loose touch. They come forward. Could this be a third? She's onside. Yeah. No, flag does go up in the end. Not for the first time tonight as the home side make substitutions. And goes right back out of play. Just managed to keep that one in play there. Cleared in the end, but was just towing that line to stay in. Goal kick. You can see Football SA maybe just wanting to wind down this one in the final 5 minutes. They have a 2-goal lead. They have a clean sheet. I'm sure they won't mind another goal, but 3 points staying intact is just as important. Over the top. Put back in the middle by Modbury. Gets the turn. And goes down. But no free kick. She's done a lot of work tonight, Ariana Modbury. Just been unable to add to her 6-goal tally for the season so far. Looking for another. Misses that clearance. Abby Lucas coming far off her line. Rushing back. Edge of the box here. Might catch her off her line if the strike is right, but no. Emily Gale, the one to clear. Celebrated her 100th senior game against Flinders 2 weeks back in that win. Was their player of the year in the WSL last year, Emily Gale, as well. Playing 21 of their WSL matches in 2025. Shouts a foul and a free kick, but nothing given. Another battle. Won by Vista. Poked out wide. Cross comes in. It's high and it's out of bounds and out of play. Ball push forward. Lucas. Right into our own player in an uncomfortable way. And keep possession. Even with the throw. Vista, as we see a substitution footballer say, they'll be disappointed to not get a result out of this one. They've got a match against Adelaide Comets on Saturday night. Then after that, they're away to Metro Stars in maybe what they see as a winnable match, an important match for them too. After that, Salisbury into at New Spot as well. Football SA, they've got Campbelltown here next week before matches against Flinders and Adelaide Comets. Themselves looking to make a late bid for finals. The remaining 7 rounds. After this one concludes tonight. It's been a wet one. It's been a cold one. But 3 points just about secured for Football SA if they can hold out for a few more minutes as we tick into the 89th. Deary tries to take the touch through and turn, but unsuccessful. Having to chase this one down. Will be a goal kick. That was well defended. That one put back into the forward line. Mondeary forcing a late charge still. Back out wide. Stays as the close option, does Mondeary. Doesn't stay in play, will be a Vista throw. And they'll get another as that ball rolls down the hill towards that pitch 3. Also, as we enter additional time at Service FM Stadium on artificial pitch 1. Back pitch here at this complex. Main pitch not used for any WNPL football. A late corner here for Modbury Vista. From memory, they either haven't had one for a while or haven't had one at all this match. Nonetheless, it seems like a rare occurrence of what we're seeing. See if they can get something late here. Swung in. Finds a header only of a Football SA defender. Back in the middle. Ball lost. That was well touched through. And here they come again. Flag stays down. She's one-on-one. Tries to chip the keeper, but she puts it wide. To, I guess, reiterate and wrap up this match. It's a match where there could have been more goals for either side, really. Vista with a few nice chances. Football SA the same, a few offside flags, though, going up against them. It's a game of what could have been more for both. But for Football SA, again, 3 points just about in the bag. So they won't mind too much, I would imagine. Mondeary puts it back in field. Reed. Cross to Ingham. Now back to Lucas. Ingham again. Mondeary. Some nice passing there from Vista. Still goes to Modbury, putting a ball in. Dearden continuing the attack with her header inwards. Fiorita sprays her pass wide, and it's well weighted. Still going. Modbury has it touched off of her, and then the same on a second time. Ingham's throw once again. Headed straight back out for a consecutive throw. Attempted clearance, not clear enough. Ball just bouncing and no real side in control. As you saw those stats come up a moment ago, 9 shots, 7 for Vista, 6 and 3 on target in favour of Football SA. Ness Reid just trying to see what her luck was like from distance. Nearly the 4th minute of added time now. Pinballing is the football. Put it upfield. That one, poked out for a throw. And that is where the full-time whistle is blown. 2-0 for Football SA to round out round 11 of the Apex Steel WNPL South Australia. Ava G with the first goal for Football SA. The second from a corner. Not quite too sure who got the final touch, but a second goal nonetheless. Vista, game of missed chances perhaps for them. Having to back it up next week against the reigning champions in Adelaide Comets. It'll be a tough ask, but after their showing tonight, certainly not unlikely. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have your company for Monday Night Football. I've been Seb O'Neill. Full-time score here at Servers FM Stadium. Football SA 2, Modbury Vista 0.